We're standing in this gorgeous house in Toronto. You might recognize it from our cover. We're celebrating the work of Ali Budd, who you might remember from January 2021 when her client's home was on the cover. It was fantastic. And here we are again celebrating Ali, but this time as House & Home's pick for the 2024 Designer of the Year. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Designer
Lynda.
of the Year.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you, Lynda, so much. Big deal. It's so crazy because when you called, can we talk?
Talk.
Okay, I was having like a really stressful day and I saw the note from you and I thought to myself, I don't know why my mom, like maybe something happened. I don't even know what I was thinking, but my day was so crazy and I was so caught off guard when you called me that I think I got like very emotional
But it was nice.
When I spoke to you.
It was nice. You know, so it's my favorite call I get to make once a year. We first met you in 2014 at LT. You did like a model room.
Yeah.
And
I was pregnant.
And it was nice.
It was nice.
It was junior.
Yeah.
And now your work is mature.
I think maybe at least the designers that I respect a lot are the ones that have shown a tremendous amount of growth in their careers. So I hope that, you look at work 10 years ago and now, and you can see the growth. And then I hope 10 years from now.
But there's still a kind of a thread of your style. How would you define your style in just a few words?
I want to create spaces that people want to live in. I still want you to be comfortable. Like I want to sit here on these, and it's definitely a more formal kind of room, but feel like it's on a museum.
So our readers are going to probably remember you, 2021.
It was a
and
pretty
I
big
remember
moment for
something
me.
you said at the time. Yes, in the interview.
Was it good or bad?
It was shocking to me. You said, I had 2 meetings with my client. One meeting to introduce myself and find out what she wanted, and another meeting to present the design brief, and that was it.
Yes.
And the next time you saw her was when it was done.
Yes.
That shocked me.
Doesn't always go
Your clients
like that.
have that much faith in you.
There are so many different ways to work in this business. I think, and again, everyone's different. This particular client, she's a doctor, she's on call all the time, she has 4 children.
Busy.
Like, she is busy. She wanted, her own vision, and she wanted to help curate the pieces. So there was lots of options in that presentation. But the thought of her being dragged around to showrooms and picking, like she couldn't even.
But once the meeting happened, you were set.
Yeah.
This house, by the way, is fantastic. It's got a similar feeling. It's your style.
Yeah, I think.
But adapted to your client.
Our client was more traditional than I'm used to doing, which is a fun challenge. I like to be challenged creatively.
In what way was she traditional?
I think just her mindset, the way she uses her home, the elements that she gravitated towards. We always ask clients to communicate with us visually. Whether you're grabbing stuff like from design magazines, we've had people rip out pages of House & Home before. Pinterest is
board.
fantastic. Yeah. And what I think is traditional and what you think is traditional might be different.
Right.
What I think is modern, you think is modern. So communicating visually, I think, is the key.
Let's talk about your career for a bit.
Sure.
So House of Ali, it launched in Canada on September 5th.
Yes.
And how's it doing?
Well, it's funny because it was all over. It's just the way things worked out. It was in the US, but then it was in Asia, it was in Australia. It's been, in all these different places. So I haven't felt it really until now.
And you made it while you were also working in design.
Well, I mean, it's about
I know, but you had other clients too.
Of course. So really the deal was they had to follow what we were actually doing or it was never going to work.
Right.
Because I don't have time to show up to a house and pretend to do this or, pretend design something. And also I don't want to do that.
Right.
Like if I'm going to put my name on something or I'm going to put the company's name on something, I want to feel like we have total ownership of it. I don't want a behind the scenes design team, doing the work and then we show up. That would just never work.
Who are your design heroes?
Of course, someone like Kelly Worsler, who's built an incredible brand and business. And when you look at something, even though it's so different, it's her.
Of course.
And so I respect that tremendously. I think we have an insane amount of talent in this country. And I love that I'm watching so many amazing designers here I know putting so much out there that feels fresh and different and cool.
We have good design here.
We've got amazing talent
here.
here.
Don't you feel, I always feel this, that we're more European than our neighbors to the south?
Yes.
And we're a little more modern and
we're
American.
Nicer. That's for sure. We're definitely nicer.
I would say. But
I think we have to fight harder sometimes. You know, we do a lot of work in the US and different things. And I think Canadians sometimes have to fight harder to get recognition, which is why, as well, I think House and Home is just so important because it's arguably the best magazine we have in Canada.
Arguably, it is.
I'm saying arguably to be diplomatic here, so that nobody writes me, what are you talking about? My magazine's amazing.
Okay, I'll say
you know,
it is.
whatever.
What is an Ali Budd house?
I don't want it to look like anyone else's house.
An original. I'd say you're an original.
Thank you. I mean, that's what I want. I want it to feel like, you know, the best compliment sort of when clients tell me, if people come in and they're like, where'd you get this? And where's this from? And who made this? And it's not just like we all went to this one store and we picked everything from here. And I think, you know, especially since 2020, when so much was happening virtually, the world's small. There's no reason to not branch out and think about other, you know, I'm not talking about custom supply. I'm talking about when you're purchasing retail or from artisans around the world or, you know, whatever. Like it's all at your fingertips. It's just being thoughtful. I also do get a ton of inspiration from other designers. Watching other designers really push boundaries and do things that are innovative and fresh and new, especially when they're Canadian, really excites me. You know, Montana Burnett's lime washing everything right now, and she, you know, has salt. So we're looking at this, and while she's really tonal, I love the feel and texture. So, you know, I called her and I said, we want to do this room, and we looked at all the samples together.
Collaborative.
Totally. And also, that's what I love about here. We don't feel like we're in competition with each other. I can only speak to where I'm from, and, you know, even with the show, I was told, be careful.
Why?
People aren't going to be nice.
But you didn't find that. Did you find that? No.
First call I got, Tommy Smythe, writing me a love letter of congratulations and how thrilled he is for me. And like, you know, just the kindest. Sarah Balmer reaching out. Like, I think we have a really beautiful design community.
We do.
And I think people are wonderfully supportive, and I feel blessed to be part of that.
So tell me what we're going to see from you next that's going to surprise us.
We are doing a house on a peninsula in Antigua, and that's wild and amazing. We have an Upper East Side park-facing apartment in Manhattan. We always say just because we haven't done it, now we want to do it.
Exciting.
It's exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you for, I know you're going to be like, I'm going to stop, but like I'm like touching you. Okay, I know. We're like, we've talked about it. She's like, don't touch me, but I did anyways.
I never said that.
I know she didn't, but with her eyes, she kind of said it. You've been really supportive.
Of course, you deserve it.
It's
You're
not
a talented
of course.
lady.
It's just, it means a lot to me.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have a tour.
I'm excited.
Ali will be taking you on a special tour of this house, and you can see it on our houseandhome.com or House and Home's YouTube channel.